Have you ever looked at a product and wondered, how on earth did they turn a simple mineral into the key to beauty? Well, today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to break down the claims from a promotional booklet for a silica supplement, step by step, to see how they build their case for turning a common element into a must-have nutrient. Right out of the gate, the booklet hits you with this really fascinating question. It's designed to make you pause. It immediately takes silicon, something we think of as, sand or rock, and reframes it as a possible fountain of youth. It's a bold way to start, so let's see how they back it up.
So, every good story starts with a problem, right? And this one starts with a problem we can all relate to, the universal quest to stay young. They tap right into that common anxiety about wrinkles, brittle hair, weak nails, all the stuff people worry about. This sets the stage, creating the problem that their product is about to solve.
And just like that, after setting up the problem, here comes the solution. The whole narrative shifts to this amazing mineral, silicic acid. It's presented as the unsung hero of the story, the secret ingredient that holds the answer to that universal problem. So, what exactly is silicic acid? According to the booklet, it's a pretty simple compound, just silicon, oxygen, and water. But, and this is the key, they argue its job in the body is huge. They position it as this essential structural agent for pretty much everything that holds us together. Our bones, our skin, our hair, you name it. To really drive home how fundamental this stuff is, they hit you with this massive number, 75%. They're telling you that over 3/4 of the Earth's crust is made of silicon compounds. The point isn't just a fun fact, it's to make you think, wow, if it's that foundational to the planet, it must be just as foundational for me. Now, this is a classic technique. You want to add some weight to your claims, you quote a legend. By pulling in a name like Louis Pasteur, the booklet borrows this instant sense of scientific authority. It makes it seem like the potential of salicylic acid has been recognized for a long, long time. Okay, so the stage has been set. Now let's get into the first big promise, which is all about beauty. The booklet lays out some really specific claims for how this mineral is supposed to work from the inside to make you look better on the outside. Their first big claim is all about structure. The argument is that silica is an absolutely essential building block for our connective tissue. And the benefit they're promising? It's simple, and it's something a lot of people want. Firmer, more elastic skin. Now, get ready for this next one, because it's a whopper. The booklet claims that silicic acid can bind up to 300 times its own weight in water. 300. They're basically painting a picture of it as a super sponge for your cells, keeping everything plump and hydrated, which, of course, they connect directly to preventing wrinkles. And this right here is really the heart of their beauty argument. They draw a direct line between silica and the formation of collagen and elastin fibers. And as anyone interested in skincare knows, those are the two rockstar proteins for keeping skin looking young and supple. It's a very powerful connection to make. So, you're probably asking, okay, but do they have any proof? Well, they present this chart. It's from a study they cite on nail health, and the visual message is pretty hard to miss. The bars get higher over time. They want you to see clear, progressive results. This is their evidence. And they do the exact same thing for hair. Another chart, another clear upward trend over 24 weeks. The story they're telling is consistent. The longer you use it, the stronger and shinier your hair gets. These two charts together are really the visual proof at the core of their beauty claims. Now the argument gets bigger. We're moving beyond just appearance. The booklet starts to position silica as this foundational nutrient for your overall internal health, and the list of supposed benefits gets a whole lot longer. This slide really shows how wide they cast their net. They call it a multi-talented nutrient, and you can see why. They're linking it to everything from your bones and immune system to your digestion. They're really trying to frame it as an all-in-one foundational supplement for wellness. Let's look a little closer at the digestion claim. They propose this whole detoxification idea. The claim is that the colloidal form, which basically just means microscopic particles suspended in a liquid, has this enormous surface area. And this supposedly lets it act like a sponge, grabbing onto toxins and other gunk in your gut and helping carry them out. And this is where the claims get a little more serious. They cite research that suggests silicon acts like a gatekeeper, preventing aluminum from being absorbed into the body. By linking a deficiency to something potentially harmful, the conversation shifts from just general wellness to active protection. Okay, so after making this big case for why you supposedly need silica, the booklet switches gears to the practical stuff, how you get it. This is the section where they guide you from just understanding the problem to reaching for their specific solution.
Now, to their credit, they do acknowledge you can get silicon from food, and they even give you this chart of the top sources. And wow, wholemeal oat flour is way up there. But then comes the little twist. They also suggest that modern soils are depleted of nutrients, so you might still need to supplement to get enough.
And this right here is the absolute core of their sales pitch. They argue that not all silica is created equal. The idea is that other forms are made of big, clunky molecules that have a hard time getting absorbed. But their colloidal gel form, well, that's made of tiny, perfectly distributed molecules that can slip right through the intestinal wall with ease. It's all about superior absorption. To wrap it all up, the booklet makes it personal. It ends with a little self-assessment quiz, and it's totally designed to make you, the reader, look at your own body and think, hey, maybe they're talking about me. Let's run through a few of the questions it asks. First, it goes right for a super common concern. It asks about split ends or dull hair, which calls back directly to their earlier claims and those charts about hair health. Next up, your nails. It asks if they're fragile or have ridges, encouraging you to literally look down at your fingertips and see the so-called evidence of a deficiency for yourself. Then it brings back one of its biggest concepts, connective tissue. This question connects a feeling of weakness, or even something like cellulite, directly back to that foundational claim they made about silica. And for the final question, it pivots back to internal health, asking about general stomach problems. So you see the journey? They start with a universal desire for youth, show you some scientific-looking charts, and end with a personal quiz that makes you question your own health. It's a comprehensive case, and it really leaves you with a big question to think about for any wellness product you see. Where is the line between clever marketing and a truly compelling health argument?